Executive consultants, you're welcome. In our last video, we promised to go deeper into Tally, especially the manufacturing industry features. And today we are looking at one of the items or one of the key important areas under manufacturing, and that is job costing. To someone who did your professional course, you must have come across it, and then at your bachelor's you must also have studied it under your cost and management accounting. Therefore, if you are a cost and management accountant or a financial accountant, this is not something new to you because you've come across it at a certain point. So just remind ourselves, because everyone can use Tally regarding provided they are guided. So a job costing is a form of a specific order that you've received from a customer. It's a sort that is not like the standard production that you have been making, but this time around a customer has come to you and they want a specific order with special requirements. For example, Douglas can come to you and then he wants a bed of 7 by 8 or 7 by 6, yet you've been producing beds of 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6. But Douglas, because of maybe his own personal reasons, he wants a 7 by 6. So you will need to ascertain how much are you going to charge Douglas. Then Derek would come and then he wants a bed of maybe 8 by 8. So they have different orders, and then you need to see how much you're going to be charging each one of them. So we are going to start with Douglas and see how much are we going to charge him when it comes to creating his book of his bed of 7 by 6. So we need to access our Tally company, and then we'll be able to find out what is next. So I will open up my Tally, and then the first thing that you need to do is you need to make some checkups, and that checkup is going to be done under features. And then the features you need to look out for are cost centers enabled, is the cost tracking enabled, and is the job costing also enabled. Those are things that you need to pay attention to. If they are enabled, then you can close that off and then you'll be good to start. So what is the first way? The first step to do is we need to create a cost center for that particular project of Douglas. So you will come and then create a cost center. You will come here, and then you say it is a 7 by 6. I'm just, these figures are just assumed. They are just assumptions, so please don't take them serious. And then use for job costing, yes, but this will only happen if you have enabled the job costing element. So if that is done, the next thing you need to do is you need to create a location, or you need to create a go down. And when I come here, I need to create a location of where will I keep the beds that I will have manufactured for Douglas. So I will call it the same with the name of the work job that I've gotten, and I would say 7 by 6 bed. And then I'll simply come and I say it is a primary location, and it is yes. Then I'm using it for a 7 by 6 bed. So once that is done, I'll close and I'll say yes. Then the other thing that you need to pay attention to is to need to create classes that are going to help you transfer the material, the raw materials in particular, from the main location to the job location that you're going to work on. So I will come and then I will select Alt, and I will come to voucher types, and I'll come to stock because that is where we keep ours. So I will come and then I'll run through here very fast, and I will come here and then I create the class. So the class I'll create will be transfer. And then when I do that, they'll ask me use class for interlocation transfers. I will say yes, and I will be done with that. So once that is done, then under normal circumstances, you're supposed to go and purchase, and you're supposed to go and stock in But now, if you've not watched my videos on purchasing and on manufacturing, you need to watch them so that you can be able to come back and you finish watching this video, because all that is already done with our Tally YouTube channel. So we've done all that, and now the next thing that we need to do is we need to transfer some of the materials that we purchased, that we are assumingly purchased, to the manufacturing point. So we will come and then we'll select our vouchers, then we'll say other vouchers, because we need to transfer. So we'll come, and then of course you can see now they want us to give the destination location, and it is 7x6. And then the name of item, we need nails. So I'll say nails. I'll say nails. Just a moment. I'll say nails. And then it is in the main location. And then I'll say we are transferring 100. It's okay, the negatives are going to be there. It's just that we are assuming we bought all these things. So we want 100 kilograms, and the rate of at a rate of 3,000. Okay. Then we'll say we want bed stands. Then bed stands still main location. And then we want 4 because of bed. And then we will say each at 5,000. And then we will also come and say we need plywoods, still main location. And then we'll say we need 2 of them. So we'll say here a rate of maybe 5,000. And then we need designed wood so that our bed can have designs. So we need 10 of them, each at 4,000. So we have the nails, we have the bed, and then we need to have the wood. So we need wood, and then still for main location, then we need about 7 of them. Then we have, so there we are. So we have transferred them from main location to the where we are going to produce from, and on the project of 7x6 bed. So if once we are done with the transferring, then we come to our manufacturing voucher that we created already. So the name of the product is 7x6 bed, and then the location is going to be still 7x6 bed. And then we are going to, Douglas wants about 20 beds. We don't know for which reason, but that's what he needs. So we are going to come, and then, okay, we forgot to give this a rate. Just give it a rate very fast. Moment. Do 100. Then we are a rate of that still. Then a rate of this. Then here a rate of maybe 200. So because we know very well that these beds are not made, they don't make themselves, or they're not made by machine, so we incurred labor. So we incur labor charges, and then over 20%. And then once that is done, now we need to see, you can clearly see that the total additional cost is 100, and then the bed, the item, the cost that we are going to incur is 500,000, 10,400 shillings. And when you add the two, you're having a final figure of 612,480. That is what we've incurred to produce these 20 beds. And that means if we are to sell each bed, we need to sell each bed at a price that is not lower than 30,660 and 24,000. So we'll close this off, and then we keep in mind that we need to sell beyond 30,000. So assuming we also incurred We incurred costs of maybe set transport. So we will come very fast, just a moment. Then we select 7/6, and then we are saying we're using cash and we are incurred transport. So we'll say transport of 5,000, and then we'll close this off. So we want to know how much should we charge this gentleman called who has given us his job costing order. So we'll come to vouchers and display of more reports, statement of, then we come to job work analysis and we select it. So you can see we have an indirect expense of 5,000, and we are at a loss because we've not sold. So we are going to go and then we make a sell to this gentleman, and then we will see how much we are supposed to at how much profit will we have made. So we'll come back here and then we'll go to vouchers. So we'll come and then say sales, and then we'll say we are selling to, probably he has been our good customer, so he's a data. Then we are selling, and then it is 7/6. Then we are selling still 7/6 bed. They are 20. So we are getting them from the location itself, and we are selling to him 15 at a rate of 45,000 per bed. Then we'll close that off. So we are going to see how much of a profit have we made on these beds, or how much will we be making on these beds. So you can see that when sales we have this, and then when you come here on the consumption, this is what we incurred, and then when you add on the transport of 5,000, then you're seeing that it is coming to 464. And then when you take it, the 464 from the 675,000, you're guessing that we are serving our profit of 210,640, because we are getting the profit by saying A minus B, revenue minus cost. So when you come here, so that you can have a clear breakdown, you can see that we brought in goods worth this, and then we've consumed goods worth this, and then we have a closing balance as that. But if you go on deeper, you're going to see that when it comes to our finished materials, we came and then we produced 20 beds and we've sold out 15 beds, and the closing balance we have is 5 beds. So you can see clearly that we have the gross profit of 215,640 at a percentage of our markup price of 31.95%. So back to job costing, it helps us to determine the profit and expenses. It also helps us to determine the revenue and expenses, actual cost for each job, track overheads, and then identify loss on project. So far what we've done, we have not looked at if we want to track the expenses. So I will come, and then it is clear that the expenses that we incurred was transport of 5,000. So this is how Tally can be used to get to work out a job costing. So like we promised, the next video we'll be looking at another item or another way we can use Tally to do other manufacturing works. Executive consultants, if we come here and then maybe just before we close, if we come and then we look into our profit and loss account, we can see sales account, and you can see we have sales that we have made, and in cash you can see they are here, the 15 beds that we sold. So that is how we can use Tally to ascertain the profit, and then to ascertain how much we've incurred and how much we are likely to incur on a certain order. Executive consultants, we are learning together.